Before the world was captivated by an unexpected voice, the United Nations General Assembly prepared for another ordinary session. Diplomats from every corner of the globe took their seats beneath the iconic blue and gold emblem. The atmosphere was formal, almost routine, as familiar faces greeted each other with practiced smiles and exchanged brief words in a chorus of languages. The agenda was packed: climate change, global security, and sustainable development. Yet, beneath the surface, a quiet sense of expectation lingered. No one knew that today, the definition of international English was about to change. The cameras rolled, translators readied their headsets, and the world tuned in, unaware that history was about to unfold, not through policy, but through the power of language itself. The United Nations General Assembly is known for its formal, predictable English, a language of diplomacy, clear but impersonal. But on a crisp autumn day in 2025, something changed. The usual rhythm was interrupted by Dr. Elena Reyes, a young diplomat from the Philippines. She took the podium to discuss climate change, but it was her delivery that caught everyone's attention. Her English was unmistakably Filipino, warm, melodic, and full of local cadence. This wasn't the English of London or New York. It was English shaped by the Philippines, with intonation and stress patterns that felt new to the chamber. Dr. Reyes spoke with passion, her words colored by her native tongue. The delegates, initially surprised, soon became captivated. They weren't just hearing a speech, they were witnessing a cultural moment. Translators paused, adjusting to her rhythm. Dr. Reyes wasn't making mistakes. She was speaking a legitimate, widely spoken variety of English. Over 100 million people use this English, yet it had rarely been heard so boldly on this stage. The room shifted from polite attention to genuine fascination. Whispers spread among delegates as they realized they were experiencing something new. This day became more than a policy discussion. It was a landmark for linguistic diversity. Filipino English stepped into the international spotlight, demanding to be heard. The chamber felt the power of a global language, uniquely owned and expressed. It was a reminder: English is not just one thing, it's many voices, many stories. And on this day, the Filipino voice rang clear and proud. The world was listening. Dr. Reyes began her address like any diplomat, thanking the assembly, stating her country's position. But soon, her unique style emerged. "We are at a critical juncture, my dear colleagues," she said, her voice earnest. "The rising waters are not just statistics for us. They are lapping at the doorsteps of our..." She urged, "We must, as we say." These local terms and expressions made her speech personal and relatable. She spoke of typhoons, rising seas, and the need for action, weaving facts into a deeply human narrative. When the storm comes, we do not have the luxury of waiting. We must. The phrase, meaning to find a clever solution, resonated more than any standard term. She called for international solidarity, urging wealthier nations not to be not stingy, about climate financing. Her delivery cut through diplomatic jargon, making her plea memorable and real. The audience felt the urgency, not just heard it. Her speech was bold, heartfelt, and unmistakably Filipino. The conclusion was met with a long, enthusiastic applause. Dr. Reyes had done more than represent her country. She challenged the rules of global communication. She proved English belongs to everyone who speaks it. Her eloquence and authenticity showed that local identity can shine on the world stage. The world received a lesson in the beauty of English's diversity. Her words lingered, a testament to the power of speaking from the heart. The chamber would not forget her voice. What is Filipino English? It's not just English with mistakes. It's a distinct, rule-governed variety. Used in media, government, and daily life, it's shaped by local languages like Tagalog and Cebuano. Its sound, rhythm, and stress patterns are unique. Words like character may be stressed differently, and vowel sounds may blend. Filipino English borrows local words like and invents its own expressions. Open the light means turn on the light. Grammar patterns differ too, like using "you are coming" instead of "are you coming?" These are not errors, but features developed over a century of use. Filipino English reflects the culture, history, and creativity of its speakers. It's a living language, proudly Filipino. To understand Filipino English, Look to history. English arrived with American rule in 1898, when the Philippines shifted from Spanish to American influence. The Americans established public schools, using English as the medium of instruction. The Thomasites, hundreds of American teachers, spread English across the islands. English became the language of government, law, and opportunity. But Filipinos didn't just copy American English, they adapted it, blending it with local languages and culture. Over time, Filipino English emerged as a unique, vibrant variety. After independence, English remained an official language, deeply woven into society. Today, the Philippines is one of the world's largest English-speaking nations. Filipino English is a legacy of history, transformed into a tool for global communication. Dr. Reyes's speech stood out for its Filipino English expressions. She described the stress of negotiations as giving me high blood, a local way to say feeling agitated. She requested a break to use the comfort room, the Filipino term for restroom. These phrases, unfamiliar to many, were instantly understood in context. Filipino English is full of such creative terms. Feel at home, I'll go ahead, each carrying cultural nuance. Dr. Reyes's use of these expressions wasn't a flaw, it was a feature. She brought local color to a global stage, normalizing a non-standard variety in a place of conformity. Her words sparked curiosity, not confusion. Delegates asked about high blood and comfort room, eager to learn. Her language built bridges, not barriers. By embracing her linguistic identity, Dr. Reyes made communication more authentic and memorable. She showed that effective diplomacy is about connection, not just correctness. Her speech turned local terms into global talking points. The world listened and wanted to know more. The reaction to Dr. Reyes's speech was overwhelmingly positive, though it began with confusion. Some delegates were puzzled by her cadence and unfamiliar words, but soon recognized her passion and clarity. A Kenyan representative called her speech brave, a statement for all who speak English as a second or third language. Dr. Reyes reminded the world that English can be shaped to reflect local realities. A few traditionalists worried about miscommunication, but most found her style engaging and clear. The UN Secretary General praised her, saying, "Our unity is not in uniformity, but in understanding despite our diverse voices." Dr. Reyes's speech became a symbol of passionate, authentic diplomacy. It resonated far beyond the Philippines, inspiring speakers of world Englishes everywhere. Her voice was a beautiful expression of the UN's multicultural family. The event was cemented as a milestone in the organization's history. Dr. Reyes spoke for many, not just her nation. The world took notice and remembered. Dr. Reyes's speech was dynamic thanks to code switching, mixing English with Tagalog words like "and in the Philippines." This blending, Taglish, is common and natural. By inserting local terms, she grounded her message in Filipino reality and invited the world into her culture. For Filipinos, these words created instant connection. For others, they sparked curiosity. The unfamiliar terms made the audience pay closer attention, making her points more memorable. Code switching broke the monotony of standard diplomatic language. It highlighted key concepts and made her speech stand out. Dr. Reyes's linguistic choices were a declaration. Filipino English, with its mix of languages, is valid and powerful. She wasn't diluting her English, she was enriching it. Her multilingualism was a resource, not a handicap. She showed true communicative competence for the global stage. This is how the modern world speaks: fluid, creative, and connected. Dr. Reyes's speech didn't stay in the UN. It exploded online. Clips went viral. Hashtags like Jaharn Filipino English and Jaharn Pinoy Pride trended worldwide. Filipinos everywhere felt seen and validated. "I grew up being told my English was wrong. Today I heard my English at the UN," one user wrote. Linguists and educators analyzed her speech, praising her for challenging linguistic prejudice. Her words became a teaching moment, illustrating the legitimacy of world Englishes. Major news outlets covered the story, and Dr. Reyes responded with humility. "I just spoke from the heart, in the English I know best." Her authenticity resonated globally. The digital buzz sparked new confidence among Filipino English speakers. Schools began celebrating Filipino English as a local variant, not a deficiency. The viral moment shifted cultural attitudes. Dr. Reyes's speech echoed far beyond the UN. amplifying pride in linguistic diversity. It was more than a speech, it was a movement. The world was listening and learning. The events at the UN marked a turning point for English worldwide. For centuries, English was seen as belonging to the UK and US. Others were non-standard. Dr. Reyes's speech challenged this, showing the center of English has shifted. We now live in the age of world Englishes: Singlish, Hinglish, Naija English, and more. Most English speakers today are not native, but global citizens shaping the language. Filipino English's recognition at the UN dismantled old prejudices. It proved there's no single best English. Clarity and authenticity matter more than conformity. Dr. Reyes's speech was a victory for linguistic diversity and cultural pride. She showed English can be both global and local. Her legacy is greater acceptance of all Englishes. The future of English is a tapestry of voices, with the Filipino thread vibrant and strong. The world saw that day. English belongs to everyone who speaks it, and every voice matters.